Okay. Hi, my name's Ann Lindholm, and I manage the dog foster program for Austin Pets Alive. We generally have close to 200 dogs in our foster program, so we have a huge, huge need for foster parents. What is fostering? Fostering is the place that animals go, or a place that we can have animals go between the shelter and their adoptive home. Getting them into foster is the first step, and then the next step is getting them adopted, because that's our goal, to get all of our dogs into adoptive forever homes.
Fostering, because I was working for a law firm and I really kind of needed a break away from the people day in and day out. So I started walking dogs at the local Georgetown animal shelter, and a very specific case came up where some dogs were taken in that were in a home that wasn't good for them, and there was one that was really shut down and scared, and they asked me if I would take it home and foster it, and I did. And within 24 hours she became a sweet, loving puppy, and I got her adopted in 8 days, and it broke my heart that I lost her so fast. And I decided that I needed to constantly keep fostering and making sure that I was helping as many animals as I could.
So, what are the barriers to fostering? The biggest concern that I hear is people saying, I'm going to fall in love with them and I'm not going to be able to part with them. And what I will tell you is that that's hard. You do fall in love, but there's nothing better than seeing that dog or cat go on to their forever home. So don't let that stop you from saving a life. Some of the other concerns are, I have never done this before. We have an entire team that is there to support you and answer any of your questions. Other concerns, can I afford it? We provide all of the medical care for the dogs and the kitties. All you need to do is provide food, toys, treats, a bed, and lots of love. I already have animals. Can I do it? Yes. We need fosters that don't already have dogs or cats, but also many of our foster animals can go to homes that have dogs and cats in them.
Types of foster dogs are puppies under 8 weeks, medical cases, dogs that don't show well in a shelter environment to adopters, shy, scared, and shut down dogs, reactive dogs, and other dogs due to overcapacity in the shelter.
Okay, so one of the really important things to remember when you foster in any organization, but for Austin Pets Alive, we really need fosters because you're actually saving two dogs' lives. You're saving the dog's life that you brought into your home, but coupled with that, you've opened up a kennel at our shelter so that Austin Pets Alive can grab another dog that was going to be on the euthanasia list. So you've saved two dogs for the price of
So
one.
foster fail is kind of a funny term. People think of it as a negative connotation, and it's really not. I think of it as a foster success, personally. It just means that you fell so in love with your foster, you just can't let your foster go. I have 7 of those at this point.
Kitten season is basically April through November in Texas, where all of the kittens are born. Cats breed seasonally, and so during the warmer weather, more kittens are born, which means that in Texas we have a very long kitten season. And we get slammed with all of these little guys. So we need extra fosters during that time to help us take care of all of them.
Okay, another question that people have is, can I foster if I work full-time, part-time? And I would say I would say it's probably even close to the majority of our fosters also work. Some in the home, which of course is great, but even working outside the home. And so in those situations, it's just a matter of selecting the foster situation that works for you. If, for example, for bottle babies, that may not work very well because they have to be fed every couple of hours. But it depends on, if you can come home at lunch, that really opens things up. Most foster dogs are just fine for being alone for 5 or 6 hours at a time. And we have some, people leave their own resident animals home alone while they're working, and in some cases, that's fine with our foster dogs. So whether or not you work, are retired, unemployed, whatever, you can be a foster.
Long-term fostering is when you foster an animal until it is adopted into its forever home. Short-term fostering is when you temporarily take care of an animal already in a foster home, kind of like pet sitting. This is a good way to test out and get into fostering.
One of I think the advantages to the way we're set up in the foster program is that the fosters are able to self-select the dog they want to foster. So we send out pleas every day that have a photo and a brief description of why this particular dog needs foster. So as a foster home, you can review these pleas and wait until you see a situation that fits your home life, that you feel you can successfully foster, and then you reach out to us and we work with you. If it seems like it's going to be a good match, then we get you set up and you can take that foster dog home. The things that I tell people when they're on the fence about applying to foster, I encourage them to go ahead and do that because there's no pressure. You can be on you can be signed up for 6 months and never take a foster.